So it's Saturday, and Saturday's kind of my let down the hair day. All week I send out these thought-provoking, and in my case, heartfelt emails, challenging and inviting attorneys to just take themselves seriously in all the right ways. Generally we take ourselves seriously in ways that aren't that helpful, and don't take ourselves seriously in the ways that are most important, which is taking our happiness, our well-being, our authenticity seriously. And I've kind of found my rhythm here. I send those out all week, and then Saturdays I just kind of let my hair down and say, hey, let me give you a peek behind the curtain. Let me tell you who I am and what I'm doing. Last week I just kind of gave you some links or whatever, some ideas of who I am, why I do what I do. And this week I'm going to do even one better. I'm going to jump to the back of the book. I'm going to hyperlink and tell you what the answer is in my own 70, I'll be 72 in a couple of days, in my own 72 years of life, which includes, as some of you know, 40 some years of intense spiritual work and being an attorney, entrepreneur, mentor, just all the kind of crazy and wonderful things that I've done. And so I spent the better part of those 72 years in a relentless and, as I say, sometimes radical and in retrospect, doomed self-perfection project. I was going to be the perfect person. Parts of myself I didn't like. I realized there's parts of myself that the world didn't like. I was going to get all of that right, and then so I'd have everything that I ever wanted. And I went about it in a way that I can't probably use the expression here, but let's just say I had something pressed against the wall. I pushed hard, and both in terms of my careers, but also in terms of my inner work. Decades of spiritual work with some really demanding spiritual teachers, and being demanding upon myself, and basically going just about anywhere and meeting with anyone who I thought could help me become the perfect person, someone that would be worthy in the eyes of God and man and woman. And then, it's another story, not time here. But when the love of my life parachuted in my life about 10 years ago, and I found myself being loved in a way that had nothing to do with my perfection, but had everything to do with my humanity, it started to shift. And in that shift in myself, there was shift with others who were also coming to my field, including attorneys like you who may find a resonance with what I'm doing. So the back of the book answer is it's about self-acceptance. I know that sounds like a Hallmark card, but I'm not accepting this or that, accepting the fact, that I tend to be a little sloppy around the house, and sometimes I can be forgetful. Yeah, but you're never going to accept everything if you're doing it on an a la carte basis. I'm talking about taking the main menu and radically and immediately and authentically and with peace and ease, just accepting the human being that you are. And, I could talk here for hours about what that looks like and what it could be. But enough to say that today on a Saturday, as a reward or thank you for opening this email, for what it's worth, I can't prove it. And I don't, necessarily ask you to accept it. I invite you to explore the possibility that, one, you're worthy of being accepted as you are. And two, that life just becomes so unbelievably more beautiful, more synchronistic, more magical, and so much more ease and so much more opportunity without sacrificing what it is you think that you're gaining by being part of yourself. So anyway, that's my Saturday message, self-acceptance. If you're interested, hit the website, davegold.com. There's webinars, there's blogs, there's ways to reach out to me. There's ways to connect if you want to do it for a half hour or whatever. But just with the time you have, it's Saturday or whatever, Sunday, it's weekend, think about these things. And if it resonates, then whether you're responding to me or responding to yourself, just respond to the call of being real and appreciating the real, perfect person that you are in all of your humanity.